Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever or whenever you may be. This is the Overnight. I am Dan Foss, and joining me is Baron.
How's
How are
it
you
going?
doing? It's going all right. How are you doing?
Doing good.
We
Getting
may
better
or may
every
not
day by
have,
day.
oop, may or may not have somebody else joining us if they can. Hopefully, Night Shaft will jump in if he gets a chance. But as this is a god awful hour, I wouldn't blame him for sleeping in. So, first things first,
Can I sleep
I
in?
I finally shot a shotgun.
You did.
A little bit of a flinch. But I don't know, it was enjoyable. It's just a number 8 buckshot. So, or not buckshot, birdshot.
Birdshot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to learn how to shoot. Don't want to start off with slugs. That'll give you a flinch. And you got to get over that.
So yeah, I didn't take any buckshot because I only had like one box. So
Yeah.
took the birdshot. Was able to pick up some more buckshot Cabela's today. They had some, but I want to stock up before I start shooting it. But so I can say I've done it. I still need a lot of practice with it, but wasn't bad. Not recoil wasn't bad, but I haven't shot like slugs or anything. So
Yeah. So is that a full size shotgun or a youth or?
it's a 20-inch full size Maverick
Okay.
88 security.
Yeah. Shotguns are fun, especially when you can only bring one gun to go shooting. You can shoot clays. You can shoot watermelons, cinder blocks. Just depends on what ammo you bring.
So we got Moo, 2 Live Moo out there, G Webs, Woods is in bed. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is the official show for Insomniacs, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's welcome. Just don't tell us if you're touching yourself. You know.
We'll just assume you are.
But yeah, I went with I went with that one, the uh, security, partly because of the price, because I got it for like $269, something like that. So it was a good price.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
a
I've
steal
heard,
right now.
everybody I've heard talk about them has good things to say about them, and any of the Mossberg 500 barrels will fit it. So I can swap the barrel out to something else if I wanted to.
Hell, it
But
might be cheaper to just buy a whole new shotgun. Price of parts.
oh, almost.
It's a good excuse anyway, right? Honey, it's cheaper if I buy a whole new shotgun.
Well, yeah, I gotta watch the spending right now just because I had to buy a bunch of stuff for my kid because he's doing some photography class school that's going all year, and um, was either get him a DSLR, or they said you could use a camera or a cell phone with a camera, but he's got an Galaxy S5, which, it's okay, but I usually will upgrade my phone and then give him, my old phone. But I've got pretty bad burn in on my screen, so.
Yeah, I'm getting that with mine too. Never had that before. I think it has something to do with the pandemic and nothing to do all day.
Well, mine was because I'll use my phone to type in the chat. Um, so that's what you can see. You can see the
Yeah, then
outline
you
of
can
where
see
the
the
chat is.
keyboard.
You can see it
Yeah,
says chat.
I got
Um,
the cog wheel for like the settings burned in. There's just a cog wheel in the middle of my screen.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. The S5. Um, we bought him an S10. Just gives him a better camera for his class, and then you know the gives him more versatility because he's got a new phone that'll last him a while.
And how long do you keep your phones for before you pass them on?
At
I'm
least a
pretty
couple
frugal.
years. I
I got I got 6 years out of the last one I had.
I probably don't go that long.
It was pretty rough.
It it kind of started where um, I think I had a S S3, and I was laying on the couch looking at my phone, and then I realized I'm doing this trying to read. It's like, oh shit! So I went to S5 just for a bigger screen, and then I've got an S7 now, which it's okay except the burn in. But it's kind of my fault from like 2 years of typing in chats.
Yeah, and you can use those programs that'll undo the burn-in. Those things are like a epileptic seizure waiting to happen. Those things
I
are
try I tried it.
so bad.
I tried a bunch of them, and one kind of helped, I think, and then the next one I did made it worse. So I stopped doing them.
You need two phones, so you can let one rest and then burn in the other one and then swap back.
Yeah, well, I just right now I try to remember to minimize the screen every now and again, but you know, I know that's I just got to figure out, do I want to replace the screen on it or just wait and upgrade it?
Ooh, do you see this comment from Woods? What's worse, 9mm or a shotgun?
Uh,
I know what I'd say.
well, Woods likes shotguns though.
Home defense. What would you rather have? Handgun in 9mm or a shotgun in 12 gauge?
I would go handgun. What? I did go handgun. That's one of my home defense guns. It's my Taurus TH9.
I'll go shotgun because I'm already deaf, and I don't have that great of vision anyway, so I don't care.
I understand. I completely understand the thinking behind shotgun for home defense. I would still prefer the mobility of handgun. And I saw a demonstration by Clint Smith where he had people with their backs against the wall, and then one with a shotgun, one with a handgun, and then had them, present. And there's not really a huge length difference if you're extended with a handgun, but if you need to go through a door or go around a corner, you can pull back and still fire, where your shotgun, you still
you got
got
to
this
tuck it
long
under your
thing.
arm.
Yeah.
That's where it'd be nice to have a short-barreled shotgun. But guess what? Those are totally illegal in Washington State. I just learned that.
Yeah, it's confusing. I don't understand why, but yeah.
Yeah, it's the only ones that you can legally have are ones from like before 94 or something. I don't even know if you can transfer them.
I wouldn't think so. But I don't know.
But just stupid. I mean, we can have SBRs, but we can't have a short-barreled shotgun. That makes a makes a lot of sense.
Well, none of any of that makes sense.
Of course, if we point that out to them, they'll be like, "You're right. We need to outlaw short-barrel rifles also."
There we go. I just gotta pop out my chat here on the. There we go. On the YouTube side.
What about a 9mm shotgun?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, the closest thing we can get in Washington State is a Shockwave shotgun. I think they have a 14-inch barrel.
I'm not sure.
Actually, Shockwave firearm, because they're not a shotgun.
Yeah.
I said the no word.
Just don't touch the no place. But tonight we were going to talk about EDC setups. When you leave the house, what do you carry? I've got my email scrolling down there. So if you have a picture, you want to send a picture in, go ahead and send a picture. Or if you're watching this in replay, you can send a picture and we'll show it on the next chat.
We are creating quite the database. We need more data, though.
Or, any comments or pictures you want, just send them in. Any spicy ones I can't guarantee will show, but I appreciate the thought. So I know not everybody carries. I would suggest everybody carries when you go out to protect yourself, but depending on your local laws, or just if you don't want to, that's fine. I forgot I can do poll also. We'll pull this one up. So do you carry every time you go out?
Is that a question for me or the chat?
That is a question for anyone who wishes to answer.
For legal reasons, I will say no, I do not carry every time I go out. Because sometimes I go out to places that you can carry.
I do most of the time. If I'm going to somewhere, like federal building or something, just going to that one place, and sometimes I won't. Like you go to the post office. Our post office is the parking lot is the post office parking lot, and technically you cannot carry even in the parking lot. So
yeah, I went into the courthouse carrying.
Well, you can do that. You just can't go through security.
Yeah, I went through security.
Oh,
They're
no,
like,
yeah,
you're carrying. I'm like, yeah. Can't you just hold on to it for me while I do stuff and come back? Like, no, we're not going to hold on to it.
They're supposed to. When you're at the security, if you request that they hold it, they're supposed to.
They're supposed to. They
Yes.
didn't.
Because they're supposed to have a secure area for firearms.
They told me to put it back in my car. And
Oh.
I tried testing them. I was like, what if I took the bus? They told me to go home. I was like, okay, I'll put it in my car.
What if I walked?
Yeah.
So I've got poll coming up here, and there I can only do 4 choices. So, you know,
Ooh, that's a good poll. Am I allowed
so
to vote in this?
what's the best carry caliber? 9mm, 40 cal, 357, or 10 millimeter? Again, I can only do 4 choices, so I had to leave out like 44 mag or 50 gap.
It's a tie at the moment. 3 votes. 3 different votes. Ooh.
Super Bad Videos is asking thoughts on carrying more than one firearm at a time. I don't have a problem with it. I don't. I'm more of a minimalist for my carry setup, and we'll show. I'll show mine later in Barron's, and then a couple other people's that gave us pictures and descriptions of their setup. But I just want to carry one, but I don't. There's no problem with carrying a backup if you have a
If you
problem
do
with the
carry
primary.
backup, I wouldn't tell people that you carry backup. Because the whole point of having a backup is it's in case your main gun goes down or somebody takes your main gun. So I'd keep that a surprise, so to speak.
Yeah, what do they say? 3 is 2, 2 is 1, 1 is none, something like that.
Yeah, Clint Smith said that. I don't know if he's the originator, but like
Which
he carried 2 1911s around. Am I wrong?
I have no idea.
It does make sense. So your mags are the same, but God, that'd be a real bitch to carry around. You'd need shoulder holsters or something. I guess you could do the Nick Cage face-off, dual holsters behind your back, but that can't be comfortable.
So, looks like 357 won the poll
Boo.
out of 4 votes.
We've talked about this before. I had in a Discord server we're both in. I did a bunch of analysis and charts and flow charts and all this crap. Basically, a 5-inch 1911 is the same exact size as a 3-inch 357 Magnum. And if it's in 10 millimeter, it's more powerful than the 357 Magnum. You got more ammo, faster reloads, better trigger, because you're not doing double action. I think it's a better gun, unless you get a longer barrel. Then the 357 Magnum wins.
Yeah, but if you shoot somebody with 357, their last words are, "God damn, that was a cool gun."
Yeah. But if you do a Pulp Fiction with a double action trigger pull and you fire around the guy, he'll say nothing as he shoots you back with his 1911, right? He'll look at the guy next to him and then bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, Super Bad carries a little bit of everything. 9, 44, 40, 45, and 22.
22.
I
Not
probably
22 short?
I probably wouldn't. I mean, I didn't, carry what you want to carry. That's, just because of the rimfire. and the rims, rim lock, the little bit of unreliability with 22s. I probably wouldn't carry 22, but well, he might carry like a revolver. I don't know
Yeah, they
which
have LCRs in 22, don't they?
yeah. What's your 22? Is it semi-auto or is it revolver?
Get a little 10-shot revolver. That'd be pretty sweet.
So this is the poll that I meant to do first.
Oh my God. You see this? Gun websites did not participate in our poll. He, of all people, did not participate in a poll.
Really?
I guess he's not a real person, right?
Well, I think it's just um, it is assumed that it's 357 for him.
Gun websites is an AI, confirmed.
Maybe that's why you never see him.
Yeah, there's nothing to see. I think we cracked the nut on that. You carry every day. You carry every day.
So
that
do
every
you carry
day
every day?
you leave, or every day?
Take it how you want.
Like Christmas morning, I'm strapping on a 1911.
Waiting for Santa Claus.
Yeah, I don't like somebody sneaking in my house.
So he carries either revolver or a semi-auto in 22, but he trusts the revolver more.
I wonder why the revolvers that are 22 don't have they're not set up to where they crush the rim in two spots. So they have more
Well,
reliability.
you would probably need a heavier hammer spring, so that your trigger would be even heavier than it is normally.
Yeah.
Oop, that's what.
I did not know the SP-101 was that old. Did you? 94.
I had no idea. So I think we looks like 75% of those polled. Well, those who participated in the poll. Again, it's only four votes, but they carry every day, and one person does not.
And I believe one of those people. You can guess who.
Yeah, like I said, I don't carry every day, just depending on where I'm going or what I'm doing. But I do most of the time when I leave. So let's look at
Like
Tactical
you get
Maverick.
invited to a pool party. What's your EDC in swim trunks?
Can you look up Maverick's list that he posted on the Discord?
I can.
So it'll be easier if I can get you to read what he's got.
Got it.
So
Is it the summer carry or the
work? First one is his work carry. So, oops.
Okay, let me get that one. So he's got Oakley sunglasses, a Zippo lighter, Apple Watch, iPhone 8 Plus, Apple AirPods. I guess you like Apple. 32-ounce hydro flask, Molly water bottle carrier. That's a tongue twister. Leather pancake holster for SOG multi-tool. A 4-inch Voodoo tactical pen, pepper spray, and keys properly blurred out. Note on my keys, I fashioned a silencer out of paracord. That's what's wrapped around the keys.
To
Well, I
keep them
guess we
from
have to call the
rattling.
ATF on him. He just manufactured a silencer. Maverick, did you pay $200 to do that?
And he's got a nice mace and fire extinguisher. And over here, he's got a power
Interesting
strip
wallpaper on his phone.
and a waifu. He's a closet weeb.
Is weeb short for something, or is it its own thing?
I don't remember. I did look it up one time because I didn't know what it meant.
I think we're too old for that word.
But yeah, so this is the picture he actually sent. But
Oh, you went in and airbrushed out the embarrassing stuff for him?
well, it's I don't want him to get in trouble at work.
Yeah.
And then for his off work carry.
Let me grab that. Virtually the same setup for cool weather, just a SIG SP 2022 and a holster for it. That's what he wrote.
Oh, okay.
So he's got the AirPods and Zippo and the Apple Watch. And did he say what flashlight that is?
It looks like Maglite. I think it says Maglite on it. Yeah, it's a mini Maglite.
Don't they have a lifetime warranty?
I'm not sure, but I can say that the only flashlights that have lasted for me, like especially at work, are Maglites. I've got probably had my mini Maglite for like 10 years, and then I switched to the LED version, which I've had for like another 10 years. Any other like LED one, kind of cheaper stuff off Amazon, won't last for me. But so his everyday is kind of more on the minimal side. No pocket knife, but
I see he has no spare mags.
he does not. That's all right. I don't have a
Maybe
problem
he's
with
got a backup gun that he didn't show.
the one that you're not supposed to tell people about.
Exactly.
So let me. Every time I've got the YouTube opened up on another screen, and every time I go away from that, like the screen share, my chat disappears. I have to go find it again.
Oh, Wood says the SP-101 started back in 1989.
Okay. I'll believe him.
It's a pretty slick looking revolver. I always wanted one. But I ended up getting a Smith & Wesson J-frame.
I think it was the SP-101 I went to look at Cabela's in their firearms library, their used stuff. And then they had a SIG, whatever 45. I don't remember what model number it was. Whatever 45 SIG. So I was going to buy that. And then that's when I had a problem with them and got upset and told them you can keep it. After yelling at everybody.
Yeah, Cabela's in Washington. How many we got? We just got the one?
No, there's a few, I think. Yeah, there's at least two in Washington. I forget where the other one is. But yeah, it's. I've heard other people say that they haven't had a problem and buying guns from them. It was a real quick process. Not the one here. When I bought a couple from them, and I can't remember if it was the PK 380 or my PPK. It took like 3 hours, and that was after I got the Proceed, and I went back to pick it up. I was there like 3 hours waiting just to pick it up. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, I've had bad experience with Sportsman's. They're pretty similar.
That's who I bought the shotgun from, and it was a breeze.
I know Yankee had trouble with them. Didn't they? Were they the ones that kicked him out for carrying?
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Go check out the Yankee Marshal. He's got some fun videos. I'm sure everyone watching seen him. Ooh, 686.
686
I'm assuming that's a 3-pound trigger job.
for 600. Sounds okay to me. I don't know.
I'd check the timing, but yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, if it locks up and everything seems to be good in order, looks like a good deal to me. But I don't know, what the going rate is right now.
Yeah, for used. I got no idea. But new, oh God, that's got to be like an $800 gun at least, maybe 900 MSRP. And they're selling shit for MSRP right now because they can.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy, one of the drivers that delivers to us. He's got a highway patrol 357. He wants to sell it. His dad gave it to him, but I was talking to somebody else about guns, and he goes, "Oh, you're looking for a gun? I got this. I want to get rid of." And I don't know. We could probably get it from him for. I haven't looked at it, so I don't know. But I think they were going about 600, six something right now for used. But I was going to save up. I was going to save up, and then I keep buying other stuff. So
you get it
I'm
for
not
under
doing.
5, you could do the challenge.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the 5. Is the problem. I started saving again, and then I bought that Derringer.
See if he's got ammo. That's the move, right? Like, yeah, I hear you're selling your gun. You got any ammo?
I don't know. He's a pretty cool guy, so I wouldn't try and screw him or anything.
Well, if he wants to get rid of it.
But so let's take a look at Taylor or
Slowpoke Taylor.
Slowpoke Taylor, who is not quite old enough to have a concealed carry yet. I think January. But
yeah, she's working on it.
Yep. So
I don't think I have
I
There's
don't.
no
Yeah, I don't think
list.
there's a list for
So
it,
we'll
but
just have to Swiss Army knife, box cutter, USB drive. Is that
lip balm.
chapstick?
Yeah, I think so.
Hair? What are those called? It's not a scrunchie. Hair band?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Taylor has long hair.
Fountain pen? That's actually, that could be a weapon. I doubt you can bring that on an airplane. Wallet? Uh, earbuds? Ear. What the hell do you call those?
Earplugs.
Earplug. And looks like she's got them in a capsule. She keeps on her
Yeah,
keys.
I've got two similar ones like that. I keep on my range bag. So if I ever want to double up, I can double up. Got my hearing protection.
I just stick two empties in my ear.
I've
Call it
done
good.
that.
It's better than nothing. Got her keys, and I think that's a Streamlight flashlight. Can't see the logo.
Yeah. So, well, it's for somebody that isn't carrying a firearm yet. You know, pretty prepared, I think.
You could stab the shit out of someone with
Yeah.
multiple options.
Yeah, I was gonna make never mind. A joke about the box cutter, but yeah, not today.
No, no. Technically, it's 12.
Still.
Yeah. I was disappointed in how many um, off-color jokes I saw yesterday, but what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I don't know. I poked around a little bit on the internet, but I didn't watch too much. But so let's look at Night Shaft, who's
He's snoring right now.
yeah, his two alarms didn't work. But here we go.
Gotta find that. Okay, it says summer EDC. Nope, that's the wrong list. Very professional.
Yeah, nobody comes here for professionalism, so don't worry about it.
Oh, I do have that. You rotated the photo.
I did just because it's easier to see this way.
Yeah, I was looking for that exact photo. I'm like, it's not in here. Okay, and there's no list.
Well, I can say the watch. You should know what the watch is.
That is a Timex Expedition with a brown leather, what do you call that? Strap? Which I do not recommend because you can't wash the leather. And if that's his summer getup, you're going to get sweat on it. Anyone own a
Jason,
Jericho? I do not.
I kind of want one, but I haven't heard anybody say anything bad about the Jerichos. Everybody that I know that has one, that I've talked to, really likes theirs.
So let's see if we can identify these guns. That one's an M&P.
M&P.
The other one
This
is
is
a
a
CZ P10.
P10. I think it's a P10. And is that a Streamlight? Well, that's blurry.
Yes, it is. It's a Streamlight. I am not a knife guy. I got no idea what those are.
Well, the bottom one is a Kershaw. I think this one is a Cryo 2, which is the one I have, which I love. It's got his wallet, lighter. I don't know what the upper knife is, if it's like a what is it? CRK, KR EDC.
I got no idea.
Oh God, they're a Northwest company. It kind of looks like their knives, but
All I know is we got Benchmade up here.
then a little multi-toolish knife with carabiner on it, and then some holsters.
He's got 2 watches. I do not know what the second one is.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother zooming in because
I think it's a Swiss Army watch. I could be wrong.
it doesn't matter.
That would just be Swiss. It's got the little red plaque with the white cross.
Yeah. Well, if he cared, he would be here.
He would.
Yeah.
If he didn't want me trying to guess, he'd be here. And of course, he's got the Bic lighter.
I've got a friend that's got M&P, kind of like that one. He's got the Performance Center one. And in 40, I really liked it, other than it being Striker.
Is this an online friend or a real life friend?
No, the guy that I went, he's, when I was shooting the shotgun, he's the one taking the video.
Okay.
Yeah, G-Webs, I don't wear a watch either anymore, really. The only one that I'll wear now and again is my WSU Cougar watch, just because it's one they had this part of the stadium burned down back in 70, I think it was. So they gave a watch to the bigger people who donated. And then I found it on eBay. They gave them, it's from 71, but it's like a 13 jewel watch. So now and again, I'll put that on when I go out.
I do wear a watch mainly because when I want to know what time it is, I don't want to pull my phone out and accidentally drop it on the concrete or something. Just lift up my arm and look at the watch.
Yeah, I also stopped carrying a lighter when I quit smoking. I used to carry Zippos.
They got some pretty cool, they got butane insert Zippos now.
Yeah, I think I saw one of those the other day. I forget what I was looking at and kind of stumbled across it.
Yeah, they're pretty affordable too.
Woods is asking if I'm a Coug. Oop. I don't know. Can you see that?
It's a Puma, right?
Yes. It's a Cougar. It's where I met my wife. I didn't graduate from there. I was just kind of there. I did take some classes, but I'm not good at sitting still for that long during classes. I liked learning, but didn't like sitting.
Yeah, it's a certain skill.
So, yeah, I have fond memories of Pullman, Washington, where Washington State University is.
Yeah, what do we got? We got the Huskies, the Cougars. What else we got in this state?
If you like basketball, Gonzaga.
Yeah, what's their mascot though?
Bulldog.
Bulldog. Are all our mascots 4-legged?
No, because there's Eastern Washington is the eagle. Western Washington, I don't remember what they are. They're Viking? I don't know.
They might be. I never followed college football.
Then the Evergreen State is a gooey duck.
You know Michael Richards from Seinfeld?
Yeah,
Kramer? He went there.
really.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not accredited.
No.
So, how about we take a look at your EDC?
It's going to be short. Yeah, there it is.
What you got going on there?
I have the same watch as Night Shaft, except I got the green cloth band. Evergreen State isn't a real college. We'll just let that sit there. But got a Buck 110 folder and Colt XSE 1911 and a 1791 holster for it and 2 mags. They hold 8 rounds, 45 ACP. Pretty boring. And I will not confirm or deny a backup gun.
I know it's a nice gun though.
Handcrafted, you could say.
Ah, yeah, you can see some tool marks.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
But so is this the setup you normally have when you go out?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Do
I get
you
bored.
have a
Switch out guns.
rotation, or is this basically it?
It's either going to be, I got a bunch of 1911s, so I might go 10 millimeter, I might go 45. I have more than one 45. Or it's going to be my 586 L comp and 357 Magnum. So it's one of those.
Ah, you should have taken a picture of that.
I could have, but I'm not carrying it. So
So you carry in style.
I do. And I do have shoulder holsters for winter months when you're wearing a heavy coat. It's the best comfortable way to carry a 1911.
Do you ever use well, yeah. Never mind.
I'm curious.
So, and you got your classic buck knife. Can't go wrong with that.
Yep. Not threatening.
So here's a picture of futtery right here.
Yep.
Futtery at its best.
So gun websites would be worried about a twig or branch getting stuck in them trigger holes and interfering with my shot. I could be wrong, but I do not think the holes go back further than the frame. Because I have that set up for over travel and what do you call that? Take up. So there's not much movement in it.
Not bad. I'd say not bad. And DJ's jumping in.
Oh, Misha, one of the few EDCs that don't include a phone or wallet. So it's not a true EDC. I will tell a secret. I do not carry a phone. I leave my phone at home. I think I've mentioned this on the show.
He uses telepathy.
No, I have a phone that stays in my truck, turned off. If I need to call 911, I turn it on.
If he needs you, he just thinks real hard.
What? You can relate. I grew up back when you had a landline and you maybe had an answering machine. And if someone wanted to get a hold of you, you had to be home. When I took off my
Nobody's
truck,
home.
you
Nobody's
didn't get a hold of me,
home.
right?
So we'll take
Am
a
I
look
the
at
only one that
mine.
misses payphones? Am I going full FUD here? 1911 and payphones?
Well, there was a bus stop when I was in grade school, 6th grade. That there's a little convenience store and then a little restaurant, which changed over time, different kinds of food places. But the payphone outside, every day I would check it, and there'd be like $2-3 worth of quarters in it in the change return. So I'd grab some quarters, go into the restaurant, and play video games. I don't know why they were there, but pretty much every day that I would check, there'd be a couple bucks in quarters.
Yeah, but if you ever break down and you're like cell phone's dead or whatever, you need a payphone. Good luck finding one,
Yeah, they don't exist anymore.
or they're broken.
Men of Tupperware says get a pager, go full FUD.
I actually have looked into that.
I used to
I
have one,
didn't even like the idea of them being able to page me.
but so here's my setup. These are the 3 guns that I rotate through. These are my normal rotation. My P30, I consider that my main carry gun. That's what I usually have. CZ 75 compact and 9mm. The P30s and 40, and then my PPKS in 380. Once in a while, depending on what's going on, I'll just throw it in my pocket, which is like the most comfortable way to carry. Not the most secure or safest, but real comfortable. I consider
So if
my
you're wearing
belt.
a coat, do you put it in the coat pocket or
Nope.
pant?
Always my same pocket. Only thing that goes in that pocket. If I do that. My core essential belt. I have both core and next belt, and I like them both. I prefer the core just slightly more because it's a little bit stiffer. But when you've got it through your loops, you don't really notice the difference. My
Well, if you're
wallet.
carrying 3 guns at once, you're going to need a good belt.
Well, like I said, I rotate through these, only one at a time. My wallet, my ring, my keys. On my key, I've got. Let me scroll on her. I've got this little multi-tool thing that looks like a key. So it's got like a bottle opener, screwdriver. It's got a blade on it. I've carried that for 20 years. I don't carry a knife. And this will go through checkpoints where your knife won't. And then a little mini flashlight just in case I need to see something in the dark. But I like to stay very minimal.
What's the crazy old timey key?
That's a key for unlocking stuff. But yeah, I like to go light, strike fast, strike hard.
G-Webs was asking if that was to unlock the vault and the 5th element.
It's a safe key, I'll say that.
Okay. And yes, I do carry keys. I just don't post pictures of
Yeah,
them.
and I always carry my cell phone, but I'm taking the picture with the cell phone, so it can't be in the picture. But I don't like to carry a lot of stuff. And
you got to do a selfie with a mirror or something. Right?
Like I said, I like to be minimal. I kind of supplement it because I keep stuff in my car. Um, but this is I would consider this the EDC, and then that's you know stuff I keep in the car. Um, I keep water and paper towels, blanket, emergency tools, and stuff in the car. But a bigger
Do you have any
flashlight.
anti-theft booby traps in your car?
Uh, just me.
I have a wasp nest in my passenger door if you try to open that.
Release the bees.
Yep. EMT
Uh,
knife.
yeah, I don't know if it's. Um, yeah, tell us a little more about your EMT knife. Is it just like
Is that a
a
brand?
sheep's foot blade, or um, is it designed a little bit uh, different than a standard like folder? So, if yeah, the I was hoping Nighthawk was going to be on, but he's sick, so he
He's
needs
under
to
the
rest
weather.
him. Yeah, um, he carries more stuff. Um, uh, he carries mace or pepper spray, one or I can't remember which one, and I think a first aid kit. I mean, he's got a utility belt, um, which it just depends on what your experience is, what you're prepared for. I live in a pretty safe neighborhood, but you never know. Um, you never know when crazy is going to find you. That random person that chooses you for no reason, um, and so what you carry might be different. And what said I have the key to Narnia?
Yeah. So, do you carry a first aid kit? I got one in my truck, but I don't carry one on me.
I don't carry one on me. I do have one in the car. That's part of the extra stuff I carry in the car.
I just got what did they call it? Yeah, I bought a kit, but it was like for an EMT, so it's got basically everything.
Yeah,
I threw out what I didn't need. Well, I didn't throw
yeah.
it out, but I took it out.
I've got the first aid kit, and I'm still kind of building a trauma kit, which I need to get that done. I want to make two of them, one to keep in the car and then one to keep in the house. But I've got a few parts, but I need to get that done.
But I have seen Kentucky Ballistics, and I do have two thumbs. So,
Two thumbs in.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't carry spare mags either. Um, I do have a spare mag carrier, so I have the option, depending on what I'm doing, that I can. But for statistically speaking, I won't need it. But there's times where I'll be sitting at an event thinking, God, if something goes wrong, this is the time where I would want that extra magazine.
yeah, sitting at a movie theater goes through the
Um,
back of your head. But the most I've ever carried because I carry a 1911, was 5 mags, and that's 1 in the gun. So 4 spares.
I do carry, if I carry, the few times when I carry my Tor 65 revolver, I will carry 2 um, speed loaders. But that's pretty much the only time that I carry extra.
Yeah, I do a speed strip when I carry a revolver, and I only carry 1. Uh, I'm not going to be carrying around like moon clips or anything. TAC Force brand. See, I have a way around that. I just don't wear a seatbelt.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a law.
Yeah, it's not going to kill anyone else. It's going to kill me.
So let me share. G-Webs posted his EDC.
Oh, nice. He got his burner phone in there.
It's got a good case on it. But so that's LCR or LCRX. So I know it's one of the 2 that you normally carry. And 357. It's got a pen light, which I love pen lights. I just have never had a reliable one. And I always break them.
Oh, we can see the photo better if you take down his comment.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
How about that? Take that.
So what's the thing below the light?
Tourniquet.
Oh. Oh, he took the photo with the burner. Very smart.
And Benchmade knife. Yeah, he's saying the pen light sucks.
So G-Webs, do you carry spare ammo? You got a speed strip or speed loader, or what do you do? It's a
Spider
SWAT tourniquet, basically a wide rubber band in a heavy plastic bag. Huh.
Yeah, he corrected me. It's Spyderco, not Benchmade. It's a spider, not a butterfly. Amisha wants to know if it's a pair of 2. So is that what you use for a wallet, or is that just so you can carry
Looks
your
like it.
credentials everywhere, so everybody knows you're important? You are the G-Webs.
And he's got his photo ID right there. Blank, because he doesn't exist.
Should take that and put a robot in there.
He uses ammo strips. That's what I do. Yeah.
And looks like he's got his keys on a lanyard. Oh, he's got everything you need to get you through the day.
Yeah, pretty nice setup.
And you can tell he's
I don't
carried
know if
that.
I said it, but my buck folder, I installed a thumb opener. Thing is terrible. I do not recommend people do that.
I saw the little knobby thing on it. is it like a two-piece that screws on, or did you have to drill a hole?
It's like a U shape. Then it's got a set screw that tightens it up.
So
Yeah, it's right there. But
I don't know. I would think on the buck it would need to be farther out to be able to be more
exactly.
workable.
But then when you're cutting into stuff, it's hidden things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So can't really win there. That type of knife you just open two-handed.
G Webs is saying that that pouch is for shoulder pockets on BDUs. That makes sense. Yeah, too much for the pocket. So DJ, couldn't remember if you carry or not because of your state laws. Because I know for the second you'll carry your empty holster. Do you carry normally, or is that just because of your regulations in your area that you don't? Uh, so he conceal carries. Yeah, when I carry my revolver, it's in an outside the waistband holster. 1791, which I love these 1791 holsters.
Yeah, they're pretty
But
nice.
I usually wear a polo, a loose fitting polo, so I can just throw my shirt over it if I don't want anybody to see it. Nobody really notices. Nobody pays nobody pays attention to what, if somebody's carrying or not. So if you're kind of new to carrying, don't worry about it. Nobody's looking, honestly, unless you're fiddling with your gun. Everybody's busy with whatever they're doing. Nobody's
Yeah,
going to
just
see
make
it.
sure you got good retention so you don't.
I
What
was
was it?
carrying it with a friend at the range, and I had it open. My shirt had gone over it, but we were at the range. I didn't care, and he didn't even notice it until just about before we left. He goes, "Oh, you've got your revolver on." Said, yeah, the whole time. Yeah, Misha likes my Mariners hat. It's it's the most comfortable hat I have. It's my favorite hat.
Is it a one of those one size fit all hats, or do you
It
actually
is,
buy the size?
or no, it's fitted. Fitted ones are the most comfortable kind of hat, but they stretch out. So they don't last. But it's a lighter material, so if I'm doing yard work or it's warm out, it's stays fairly cool, nice and comfortable.
Yeah, I only use the snapback one so I can put my ponytail through.
Well, Misha used to be in Washington.
Congratulations on moving out.
It's a beautiful state.
It is. It is. It's a real shame what's happening.
G Webb said he was shot by a grizzly bear.
It was shot by a grizzly bear.
Animal bear or some hairy guy at the club? Yeah, he's down in Oregon, and Oregon's kind of getting the same way that Washington is.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll play the video. Give me just a second to call it up here.
What are we playing?
Ooh, I don't know because I got oops, something went wrong. Oops, something went wrong.
It's a computer virus. You've installed it twice.
Well, I'm trying to open it in a separate tab. Yeah, it
If you'd
keeps
like to
telling.
send us computer viruses, send them to shootingleftofcenterpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, it's not letting me open it in another tab. Huh.
Yeah. I know people that moved to Oregon out of Washington because they didn't like how it was going. Now they're down by
Yeah.
Portland and they're
Yeah, the link's not
they're not
working
liking
for
it.
me.
What do you
When
think?
I click on it, it just tells me that something went wrong.
If you had to live in Seattle or Portland, what do you pick?
Well, as long as you're not downtown Seattle. Yeah.
Same with Portland, right?
Yeah, I
At
think.
least that's what Yankee says.
Well, I think so. From other people that I've seen, it's kind of a more confined area down around the courthouse or wherever that is. That's where all the problem is. But it's, when the news gets a hold of a story and then they can run it into the ground and you can't. Back when the big earthquake happened, I had a friend of mine that he used to work in downtown Seattle, and there was a building where the brick facade fell off. And the news made it look like all the buildings fell down, but it was basically just that one building that had the bricks fall off. Um,
Hmm. Yeah, it can be like the Vatican City. Put a big wall around it.
well, they almost operate like they're city states. Yeah, today DJ Play Nice at Walter CCP with Hornady Critical Defense, 2 mags, Boker, Kershaw, and Otto, 3 knives, rechargeable flashlight. Um, I don't like the all those modes on a flashlight. I don't like any of them. I want on and off. I don't want flashy. I don't want SOS. Um, I don't want to signal the aliens. I just want on and off.
I do have a weapon light where either on and off, but if you push both buttons at once, it does strobe. So it's almost impossible to do that by accident, pressing them both simultaneously on both sides of the gun. So,
Yeah, that's. I think that's the way I've got a. Um, God, what the hell is the Chinese flashlight company?
Olight?
Olight. I do. That's. I have an Olight, and it's a nice light. It works well. But
I am holding Chinesium in my hand right now.
any other lights, well, I'll probably go with Streamlight. Just I don't know. I just don't like the Chinese aspect of the Olights, which I know pretty much everything's made in China now. But I have a choice, and I will choose differently.
Yeah. It's not my first choice, but I've yet to have one break. So I've been lucky.
Yeah. Mine doesn't, it sits in its place and doesn't get used. I need to make sure it's charged.
That's a good way not to break them. Don't
But
use them.
it's on a home defense gun that, has its place where it stays.
So do you have the rechargeable one or the
I
one that just
do.
takes batteries?
I do have the rechargeable one. In theory, I prefer the standard batteries. Just, if everything goes sideways, you can always put in new batteries.
Yep.
Um, but I don't think there's going to be any great upheaval, personally. Um, if there's a decline, it'll be a slow decline, kind of the way we're going.
And if there is, you can always make a torch, right? Got plenty of
Yeah.
sticks in Washington.
Yes.
Hell, if you're in the right part of Washington, you can just burn a whole hillside. That'll keep people away. Can you imagine and shit hit the fan living in a state where it gets wildfires like ours and there's no fire department to put them out? That's going to be fun, isn't it?
No, that will not be fun.
Yeah.
I don't. It's nice to know what state, because I try. If there's a company that's from Washington, then I, will want to buy something from them. So
Yeah,
it'd be
made in
nice to
Texas.
know what state U.S. made things are.
Yeah, like what we got Aero Precision. What else we got up here?
Um, the
Benchmade.
other, not Rain, Rainier,
Olympic.
Rainier Arms. That's up in
Rainier
Tacoma.
Arms.
Which I really like the Aero Precision lowers, especially the enhanced lowers. Those are the really nice ones. And
Yeah, I've
that's
had one of them. They're nice.
and I haven't had any of the high end expensive ones, so speaking only from my experience, but I really like the Aero Precision ones. And then them being local, just makes it that much better.
Have you used one of their uppers?
No, right now that's all you can get is kits. You can't get just a lower. Um, uh, the gun shop that I go to, that's all they can get are the kits with the lower and the upper.
Yeah, I buy Spike's Tactical uppers.
I don't know. I've got Bear Creek and PSA just because I'm cheap.
Well, yeah, I have PSA too, and I do have a Bear Creek. But if I'm just buying an upper receiver, like no barrel, no nothing, just the receiver, I
Yeah.
usually try to get a nice one.
DJ's asking what if American made, but from a majority of foreign parts. That's better than foreign made from foreign parts.
Yeah, if they give us a shitty product, we can always show up there with pitchforks and torches.
And cancel them.
Yeah, it's hard to do that when they're in China.
They'll just change their name and start a new website.
I like it when they have the name of the town be like Paris, France, and it says "Made in Paris, France, China." You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, you'll see on some of the labels where it says, made in the USA from foreign parts.
Yeah, that's what they always say about the Mavericks. Is their The parts come from Mexico and they're assembled in Texas. That's what they say anyway. But it's pretty hard to screw up a shotgun. And hell, everyone's buying stuff from Turkey these days. I'd rather buy something from Mexico. That's just
Well,
me.
that's because they're pumping out shotguns. That's only ones you can get. That's why everybody's buying them.
From what I understand, it's the only guns they're allowed to have in Turkey are shotguns. They're not allowed to have handguns or rifles. I could be wrong, but
Well,
so
I
that's
don't
why
know.
they're.
Yeah. Well, that's like China. You can get shotguns from China, but not handguns. Is the I'm blanking on the name. Stoger. The low end Stogers, I think, are Chinese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was the Stoger.
I know the. What is that? They do clones of the Winchester 1897 and the 1887. What the hell is that company? Nah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I almost bought one, but I didn't want to buy the Chinese version, and I've
Yeah.
yet to find a Winchester one that wasn't completely rusted hunk of junk. But those are guns people keep and pass down. They don't sell them very often.
Yeah.
Have to go to a big gun show or something. And after they got rid of private sales, you're not finding them in newspapers anymore.
Oh, did we cover this topic enough? Or
Well, I think so. I mean, we're supposed to have 6 people. I think we bring this one dry.
G-Webs is saying a lot of 9mm parts are made in dirty prison factories in China. There was I bought a Chinese Zippo knockoff because I needed parts to fix a Zippo,
Yeah.
and the wadding for the fluid was cut up hospital sheets, and you could see some of the Chinese writing on it.
Did it say help?
I don't know. I don't read Chinese. Meta Tupperware is saying the H&R partner pump is made in China. Yeah, he found that out after. Which, yeah, that's what when I saw the Stoger. I'm pretty sure it was a Stoger. Right? Then I looked it up. Luckily, looked it up beforehand. Found out it was made in China.
Norinco. That's the shotgun company making those repos.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything. Shoot. I was going to. Yeah. I always forget there's stuff that I end up asking. We'll ask the chat or people who are watching afterwards.
They're still watching?
There's a few out there. I need to remember to ask stuff at the beginning of the chat when people
And at the
are
end. Yeah.
actually watching before they get bored.
We could pull a clip out at the end and then throw up a second video.
It's all right.
Special announcement.
Well, I was just going to ask again because last time I asked was at the end of the chat about moving the time slot. What people thought about that. We're changing up the format or whatever. But
I am fully against it because you'll get more guest host.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the being in the midnight hour.
Yep. We have yet to get a troll. At least one that came back.
I like the quiet time. Oh, let me check. Misha, let me see if I got your email or not. Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry, I've got the ringer turned off on my phone. Let me call that up and we'll look at Misha's. What Misha carries. So talk for a little bit while I do this.
Yeah.
You're not doing a very good job at talking.
I'm not. I'm very tired. In an hour, I'll been up 24 hours. So, and I still showed up.
You did.
Yeah.
So Misha, this is going to take me a second. I actually have to send it to myself because it showed up on my phone, but it's not showing up on my laptop. So I have to forward it to me so I can see it. It'll just take me a second here.
I do want to send out a thank you to any of the guest hosts who have showed up in the past. It's not easy showing up at, our time, it's 1 a.m. when the show starts. Some people it's 2 or 3. No, we're ending at 4 or 5 in the morning. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and if I invited someone and they can't make it, I fully understand.
Yeah, we're just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, I'm still going to make fun of you, but I fully understand.
I've not shown up a few times. I think one chat completely lost my voice for like 6-7 days after the chat.
Yeah, that was my fault for making you come on.
Yeah, I was in a tuberculosis center. What do they call those?
A tuberculosis center?
Well, what is it? It's not an asylum. Sanatorium?
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
Well, that's a place to rest. Were you in an aviary?
Yeah, that's how I caught bird flu. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. for Men of Tupperware.
What the hell?
Start. So, Men of Tupperware, you staying up or you waking up?
I'm still working on this. It's telling me I don't have permission to save the
computer virus.
Save the pictures.
This better be a good computer virus. But yeah, it's I know a lot of people that do watch it do night shifts. We used to do night shifts. Well, you still do.
I still do.
I switched over to daytime. But at least it's on the weekend. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Well, all right. This, for some reason, has turned into an ordeal. Desktop. Let's see. There we go. Let me save it. Let me save this other one.
Good thing I'm naturally talkative, all with myself. But
Have you always been good with playing with yourself?
yeah, plenty of practice.
There we go. All right. Let me get that one. And then we'll get that one. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what I'm doing. But, so.
So are you able to see the, is it a photo?
Yeah. I got it up now. Ooh, he's got an F and N.
Oh, that was worth the wait.
Mr. Fancy Pants. Let's see what that flashlight is. Splattered with paint.
It's an interesting knife color.
Nice little flipper. Oh, he is Fancy Pants. Drives an Acura.
I like his Olight. I assume it's still functional. The key is to take it off before you shoot the gun. It will last longer.
They do. They are decent lights. I haven't, like I said, I haven't had a problem. The intro that I run, the light in that's my Olight.
Yeah, they're good lights. I'm not so sure how good of weapon lights they are from what I've seen. Because the amount of people I know that have had a Olight weapon light break, it's basically everyone.
He said it's just a junky knife because he broke his last one. But
snapped the blade.
It's got the green liner.
Stab somebody in a belt buckle.
Looks like a nice holster. And then the Oregon hat, which whack, 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 whack.
The Ducks.
Yes. No, I like that gun. I like that FN. What caliber is it, Misha? Then the other picture he sent.
What is that?
Scales for his Benchmade. It's a 9mm FN. But so it's got a circuit board pattern.
Not everyone can handle a 45. It's okay.
Ooh, $130.
Ouch. That's not even with the knife.
No, that's more than I've paid for any knife.
I think I paid that much for a bayonet, but it's not a knife.
So nice. It's got a nice little setup.
Yeah, I own a lot of calibers too. The only caliber I don't have is 38 Super and 357 Sig.
He says he likes to customize his stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I went for caliber diversity. So I've got 38, not 30, yeah, 38, 357, 380, 40, 10 millimeter. Is that it? 9 millimeter. I think that's it for handgun calibers. But it being diversified costs more, but when there was a shortage, I could find it. I could find something. Whereas,
Yeah, if they only had 40,
yeah,
you have
well,
40.
it was people who had just 9. Those were the ones that had problems first because all the 9 disappeared, and then there was still 40. Then eventually everything disappeared. But when something would pop up, um, there was a good chance I had something in that caliber.
The real problem is getting mags for all those different calibers. That's a pain in the ass.
Well, yeah, that's part of too that it's more expensive to be diversified. I understand why people will um, concentrate on one caliber, so everything is the same. You use the same ammunition for everything, but I just didn't want to be pinned down to one caliber. It's just part of my strategy.
Do you have a favorite, by the way? I don't remember you saying in the poll.
Uh it was 40, but creeping more every day towards 10 millimeter.
I picked 10, and my
It is.
reasoning is I can shoot 40 out of it, and I also have a 40 barrel for my 1911 in 10 millimeter.
Well, 10 millimeter
So
is the best millimeter. So
it's like choosing 357 Magnum. You can always shoot 38 if you want.
yeah. I don't think I've got. Yeah, I don't think I have it on my laptop anymore.
I'd say it's the best auto loading cartridge you can get if you can handle it.
Yeah, my shoot. There's a GIF. I was hoping I still had on my laptop, but I took it off. Um, my G20. I love that gun. My Glock 20, 10 millimeter. It's one of my favorite to shoot. Um, a lot of people don't like Glock, and I didn't want to like Glock. And then I shot some, and I started liking Glock.
Yeah, I can take them or leave them, but I'm in the middle on that.
I don't carry it just because it doesn't have a hammer, and I only carry double action, single action. Um, so it's relegated to my plate carrier.
Ooh, Misha has a Rock Island 2011 in 10 millimeter.
That's a lot of 10 millimeter.
It is.
Yeah, he was saying he wants a 7.5. I don't know.
If it was available in more guns, I would agree.
It doesn't interest me.
It's
I don't have
basically the power of a 30 carbine
I don't have
out
a
of a
problem with
rifle
it.
coming
It
out of
just
a
doesn't.
handgun.
I don't know. Just
So
doesn't.
there's something to it. Have you seen that Paul Harrell video? He was shooting through body armor at 100 yards with it.
I can't remember if I saw it. I probably did. Yankee did one also where he shot through body armor with it. I think
I don't
3A body armor.
I don't remember his conclusion, but I think he chose 357 Magnum.
Well,
just because the gun it came in, right?
Yeah. I don't remember.
But it's been a while. People should go back and watch that if they want the real story.
Misha said it weighs like 3 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2011.
It's funny. You remember people always complained about the Kunin 357 Magnum 1911s because of the grip is so ridiculous. And then you got a 2011. It's kind of the opposite. It's not as long, but it's thick.
Well, that's
I've
like
heard it compared to trying to carry around a vacuum cleaner handle.
it's like the Desert Eagles are just ridiculous. I mean, they're cool and awesome and all that, but they're horrible to shoot. I've only shot the 357 version, but um, the grip is so big, it's like holding a 2x4.
Yeah, it's those cartridges are not meant to be in a semi-auto. They're too long.
Oh, have we run this one into the ground?
I think we have.
So just say appreciate everybody who showed up and participated. It makes it more interesting for everyone and more fun for us, definitely. The more participation, and if you watch this in replay, leave a comment. We can keep the conversation going. Anything you think we missed, or you just want to rant or anything, go ahead and leave a comment. And I'll get back to you. I try and always to read
We
the
check them
comments.
until the next show comes out.
If it's good, hey, we'll show it. Or you can, I'll run the banner one more time. You want to send some pictures in your EDC or, scoring or anything like that, or you have a comment you want to email me, just email me at untacticalfoss@gmail.com. And, we'll see if we can show it. Or I don't know if I put can you drop a link for the Discord?
I can.
I don't know if I put it in the description. I'll check it later, and I'll put a link in the description. But Baron will drop a link out in the chat here for the Discord. You can come hang out, chit chat.
We have yet to ban anyone, so we're hoping someone will show up eventually.
And it's just a place to hang out and talk to other gun people, or talk about whatever you want to talk about. Post pictures.
You might even get a scoop in on the next show if you show up.
Yes, Discord is still a thing. Amazing.
Yes, G-Webs. It's not the best platform, but it is a platform.
Yeah, it's kind of like texting with people you don't want to have your phone number.
Exactly. There's plenty of people I do not want having my phone number.
And I really appreciate you coming on. Makes it easier for me and makes it fun. Hanging out, talking with a buddy.
Anytime.
I really need a tagline. I've tried to come up with taglines to end the show, and they all sound goofy when I say them. I don't know.
Do the Trimming Show.
Lose my mind and leave?
No, it was, what was it? Good morning, good evening, good night. What is it? Good morning, and in case I don't see you, good evening and good night.
I don't know.
That sounded way better in my brain. Maybe that should be the end of the show. We'll just say, this topic sounded a lot better in our brain. And on that note.
So I appreciate everybody. I do honestly appreciate everybody that participates or watches. Those who just like to watch. There's nothing wrong with that. And with that, I want everybody. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. There we go. Everybody to have a good day.
You still here? It's over. Go home.